Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another Monday Night Raw review. This one for July 18th? Yeah, July 18th, because tomorrow's July 19th, the draft. July 18th, 2016. The show opened up with Shane and Stephanie coming out and talking about how their brand is going to be better than the other. They then talk about what they plan on doing. They're gonna have better ratings. They're gonna be better. For some reason, Shane says that Stephanie wished she was born with testicles, and that if she had them, the slap that he received last week would have ended in a brawl. And then Stephanie says lady balls are bigger than man balls. And then she says, well, I got something important to tell you. From the mouth of the chairman himself, the Raw will be getting its own exclusive cruiserweight division, which pretty much guarantees there will be a cruiserweight championship coming back. It'll be a Raw championship only, and it makes sense. And they pretty much said Raw's 3 hours. They need something to fill the time. And Stephanie said Raw's 3 hours. That's why they're getting it. So, yeah. Cruiserweight division coming back. Pretty sure there's going to be a new championship. So that's pretty cool. They then bring out their general managers. Stephanie's, I didn't see coming. I thought it was going to be Triple H. But I like that they didn't pick Triple H. I like how he's sticking to his NXT and backstage stuff. If they do happen to put him in a feud with Triple H, that'd be pretty cool. But we'll put Seth Rollins in a feud with Triple H, that'd be pretty cool. But Steph's general manager is Mick Foley. So it'll be Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley in charge of Raw. Mick says that he feels the tension between Shane and Stephanie, and it gives him memories of the Monday Night Wars. Shane then brings out his general manager and says that he had to find someone bigger and more popular than Mick Foley, and he did just that. Granted, Shane's general manager was literally leaked like 30 minutes after Raw went off the air last week. And so we already knew who his general manager was going to be. But just knowing that it was 100% confirmed made it all that better. Daniel freaking Bryan is the general manager for SmackDown. We already knew it, but it's great to have him back. We've missed him. It's been, 5 months? I want to say. I want to say. I don't know. 5 months, I think. The crowd, it exploded. Like, it was huge. Daniel talks about how every single day, he wanted to get back in a ring. And this is the only opportunity he really had to get back in one. So he took it. And Shane was the right person for him. Shane and Daniel then end the segment with a yes chant. Sami Zayn and Cesaro versus Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Owens hits Sami Zayn with a neck breaker on his knee. It was kind of like an FU into he hit him with his knee kind of thing. Jericho and Owens then take over on Zayn. Zayn throws Owens into the barricade. Then Cesaro starts an uppercut party on Chris Jericho. Owens takes a dropkick from Cesaro, and then Cesaro throws Kevin Owens into the corner, and uppercut party part 2. And Cesaro gets a 2 count on Jericho. Cesaro then hits a springboard uppercut on Jericho, and he gets a second 2 count. He hits a flying cross body. He gets a 2 count. Cesaro sends Jericho swinging. Kevin Owens kicks Jericho to stop the swinging. Sami Zayn then rolls up Jericho for the win. Darren Young versus Del Rio. Darren started off strong. Miz then, for some reason, got involved. Like, he was praising Darren Young and then got involved. I don't know why, but he got involved, and Darren Young didn't get distracted, but Del Rio got distracted, and Darren Young rolled up Del Rio for the win. It was confusing. New Day, Enzo and Cass and John Cena versus the Wyatts and the Club in a 12-man, 6-man tag match. I don't know why they decided to put all these people, but it's been a while since we had a 6-man tag match on Raw, and I didn't miss them. Did not miss them. But I didn't talk about the opening segments at all. But the opening segment between, it started with John Cena coming out and talking, and then Enzo and Cass joined him, and John Cena was like, I don't know what how you doing means. And then the Club comes out, and they come out and talk, and then New Day comes out, and Xavier Woods talks about how he's a level 21 Pokemon trainer in Pokemon Go, and they help John figure out what how you doing means. And Xavier just names off Pokemon, and every time he does, Kofi and Big E say, how you doing? And then the Wyatts come out, and then the match starts. It was great. Just seeing Xavier stand in the ring and just name off Pokemon. It was great. It was great. The Wyatts in the Club, the match starts off with Carl Anderson, and then as soon as the match pretty much got underway, Eric Rowan tagged himself in, and then Eric Rowan hit John Cena with a clothesline, and then Gallows tagged himself in, and then John Cena went to go clothesline Gallows, and he fell, and he went to go tag in Big Cass, and then Enzo tags himself in for some reason. Wait, no. It wasn't Gallows. It was Braun Strowman. And Enzo goes to tag himself in on Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman knocks Enzo on his ass. And then Cass eventually comes up back in. And Big Cass and Braun Strowman stare down. And then Braun runs into the ropes. He knocks John Cena off the apron on purpose, and then all 12 men start to brawl. Cass and Strowman remain in the ring, and then Kofi comes in, hits the Trouble in Paradise on Braun Strowman. He doesn't move. Braun Strowman slams Kofi, and then it goes to commercial. When it comes back, John Cena is in the corner of the Club and the Wyatts, and the Wyatts beat up John Cena. Eric Rowan hits a dropkick on John Cena. AJ tags himself in, and he hits John Cena with a couple of he hits an attitude adjustment, which ends with a neck breaker. When he tags himself in, him and Bray Wyatt get in a little argument. I'd like to see Bray Wyatt and AJ Styles have a feud. That'd be pretty good. After AJ Styles, he gets a couple of shots in on John Cena. They beat up John Cena. Cass comes in, hits an Empire Elbow on AJ. Xavier front flips over the ropes, taking out the Wyatts. And then after that, New Day and the Wyatts pretty much fought up the ramp and left the match. John Cena hits the AA to Gallows. And then Anderson hits a spine buster to Cena. Enzo takes out Anderson with, I think it was a drop kick. AJ then ducks a clothesline. Enzo hits Cena instead. Styles then hits a Styles Clash on Enzo, and they pick up the win. So pretty much John Cena and Enzo and Cass are going to win at Battleground, and then John Cena and AJ Styles are going to battle at SummerSlam, and I hope AJ Styles wins. Baron Corbin versus Sin Cara. I didn't care. I'm pretty sure this match was only put on the card so they had a reason to talk about what was announced earlier today. The Lucha Dragons split up and are entering the draft as single competitors. Okay. Deal. I mean, they weren't really getting used as single competitors. I mean, they're going to be used if they both get drafted to Raw. They'll be great in the Cruiserweight division. So, single competitors in the Cruiserweight division makes sense. But it's only if they both go to Raw. If Kalisto has a chance to be a great singles competitor, like he had a chance with the United States title, but he was still part of Lucha Dragons, so it didn't make sense to give him like a great push because he always had Sin Cara there. But yeah, with the Cruiserweight division, give him a shot. Corbin won in like a minute, and then he started to attack Sin Cara. Kalisto came down to rescue him, but then Corbin left and then pulled Kalisto out of the ring. So that's how that happened. Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch versus Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Sasha and Becky, they took over very early on. This was a very short match, and we'll get to that in a second. Sasha and Becky took over early on Dana, and then right as they're about to do anything good, Natalya came down and she started beating up Becky, and then they lost. Charlotte and Dana lost, and Becky and Sasha won because Natalya, she beat up Becky. They won by DQ. And then Charlotte and Dana attack Sasha. Sasha has a match at Battleground against Charlotte and Dana with a mystery tag partner. It's probably going to be Bayley. It'd be really cool to be Bayley. It's not going to be Becky Lynch because she's fighting Natalya. I doubt it'll be Paige, because I don't see why they'd make a special mystery partner on the pay-per-view Paige and not like announce it ahead of time if it was Paige or someone already on the roster. I don't see Bayley getting drafted tomorrow and then them keeping it a secret. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see tomorrow what happens during the draft. But yes, Rusev and Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler and Zack Ryder. Ryder takes over on Sheamus. Rusev then throws Ryder into the barricade. Sheamus slams Ryder on the outside. Dolph Ziggler hits a Famouser on Rusev. He gets a 2 count, but then Rusev locks in that accolade and Dolph Ziggler taps. The main event, with GMs and commissioners on the outside watching to see who was a potential first draft pick, even though Raw has the draft pick anyway, first draft pick anyway. Actually, before we talk about the main event, I'll go over the draft rules they came up with. There's only like four rules they had. Raw gets the first pick. For every 2 picks SmackDown gets, Raw gets 3. I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is that because they have an extra hour to fill. Tag teams will not be split up unless one brand absolutely wants one person. So, like, say Shane really wants Bray Wyatt but doesn't want Eric Rowan or Braun Strowman. He can get just Bray Wyatt and doesn't have to get Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan. And yeah, so he can do that, but other than that, tag teams go together. And there will be 6 picks from NXT, which I know probably 4 of them are going to be, well, not 4, 3 of them are probably going to be Bayley, but it's probably not going to be on the actual show. Probably American Alpha, maybe Finn Balor. I doubt Shinsuke, because he's fighting Samoa Joe. But I don't know. He might do double duty. I mean, same as Zayn did, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, let's get back to the main event. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. The match starts off this. Oh, by the way, this match, it was great. It was fucking great. Who needs Roman Reigns? Match starts off even. Dean hits Seth with Dean puts Seth in a headlock. Dean then hits a couple of arm drags. Dean hits a clothesline off the apron on the outside. Seth starts to rally back. He slams Dean's head off the turnbuckle. He gets a 2 count. They cross body each other. I like when they do that for some reason. I just like when they like clothesline each other, or they cross body each other, or they do something to both knock each other down. They trade near falls. It's okay when they do that, but not when it's like 7 pins. They only did like 3 times, but if it's 7 pins, like I know Dolph Ziggler, he does that a lot, but anyway. Dean hits a neck breaker, he gets a 2 count. Dean dives through the ropes, taking out Seth. Seth throws Dean into the barricade, then he quickly puts Dean back into the ring. He hits a frog splash, he gets a 2 count. Dean hits a knee to the face, then misses another frog splash. Seth powerbombs Dean into the corner. Okay, this was kind of cool. Seth powerbombs Dean into the corner. As Dean's falling backwards, he catches Seth and then hits him with the dirty deeds, and he gets a 2 count rope break. Dean clears the Spanish announce table, but nothing happens. Seth Rollins hits a pedigree. 1, 2. Dean kicks out. Dean hits a clothesline he hits that patented clothesline to the ropes thing. Dean throws Seth off the top rope, taking out the ref. Seth then gets back on the ropes, superplexes Dean. They double pin each other. Like they're both their shoulders were down. They were both pinning each other, and the ref counts to 3. No one knows what's going on. Shane, Stephanie, Daniel Bryan, and Mick Foley all get in the ring. And they're like, what the hell's going on? The ref's sitting in the corner like, yeah, I pinned somebody. Someone won. I counted to 3. Someone's shoulders were down. I don't know whose they were. Lillian's standing there with the belt like, I don't know who to give this to. Steph then grabs the belt from Lillian, takes the mic and says, the new WWE Champion, Seth Rollins. So she awards Seth Rollins the championship with no official rule from the ref. So, that 99.8% guarantees a second world title, because Shane's gonna be like, well, since you stole, so pretty much Seth's gonna go to Raw, Dean's gonna go to SmackDown, and Shane's gonna be like, since you stole the WWE Championship, I'm just gonna get my own, or something like that, something more creative than that craftsmanship that I just came up with. But anyway, that was the final Raw pre-brand split. Tomorrow is the draft. First SmackDown Live. You bet your sweet ass I will be reviewing it. So Wednesdays now have videos. And oh fuck, they're doing after SummerSlam, they're doing 2 pay-per-views a month. So that's a lot of content coming out. That's 2 pay-per-views a month. So every other, I'm assuming they're going to do every other week will be pay-per-views. So we'll discuss this in a different video, the uploading schedule. But tomorrow is a draft. I'll probably miss some of it because I get off at 8. SmackDown starts at 8. I think it starts at 8. I'll check. But that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below who you think is going to go number 1. They were showing like ESPN, Bleacher Report, and all those, they were showing that everybody pretty much thinks Seth Rollins is going to go first. Probably. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Camp Cody, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.